Do you love sexy blood-sucking slugs? Do you love to surf suicide threads on 4chan, bullying the few that still have the will to live? Have you developed a long list of fetishes from the countless hours invested on art appreciation? Well, in that case, I got the movie for you. A great unknown 2011 arthousey horror flick for real connoisseur and fanfiction enthusiasts. A wonderful mix of black humor, horror, and melancholy, great for movie nights both with your noisy drunken waste of oxygen you call friends or with your beloved mother affected with senile dementia. Vampire, directed and wrote by Shinji Wai, a renowned Japanese director which I absolutely don't know nothing about, but according to Yuno from Asian Wiki, he is the Wong Kar-wai's Nipponic counterpart. And I'm fine with that. Knowing that the cinephile race is composed primarily by autistic individuals extremely prone to violence, I beg you to excuse my ignorance and I assure you that I will watch and appreciate every single piece of his filmography and I will share my moronic opinion on Letterboxd. The plot. We follow Simon, a fairly goofy biology teacher, masterfully interpreted by renowned Gossip Girl actor Kevin Joseph Zegers, in his day-by-day life, in which he works, cares for his mother with Alzheimer, and in the part-time he coerces teenagers on suicidal forums, convincing them to go with him on a magical adventure that will lead them directly to the morgue. The movie starts with our protagonist escorting one of these young consensual victims awkwardly roaming around in search for the perfect spot for her last meal. I profoundly love this prologue, not only because it reminds me of one of my latest Tinder dates, but also because perfectly sets the mood for the rest of the screen time. Cold cinematography, rainy day, piano music, slow but shaky camera work, and a mix of weird and stiff lines create a strange but fascinating feeling of grotesque melancholy. Feeling that is abruptly interrupted moments later with a scene of pure body horror in which Simon dries out all the blood of the poor girl, euthanizing her in the process, and later drinks the same blood with a sick 360 slow-mo. I'm not gonna lie to you, the first time I watched this movie I was pretty drunk, but despite that, I was so intrigued that I completely forgot of my friends dying of alcohol poisoning. Why does he do that? Is he truly a vampire? Apparently not, but who am I to judge? I never finished reading My Immortal and never left Santa Monica in Bloodlines, so I'm not very educated on vampires culture. The story focuses on the struggle of Simon to maintain a normal life between his duty as a son, his duty as a teacher, his apparent vampirism, and his far from commendable online friends. On first glance, it's very easy to brand the protagonist as a sociopath and a Discord mod for his action, but as the script unravels, he will come out as incredibly relatable for many of us. He is a fish out of water that was never able to conform in a world in which he always felt lost. A stressful and continually demanding world that just like a thick, slowly sucks the life out of you. Every one of us felt the same one way or another. Many came to terms with it and carried on, but many others found refuge on escapism, a way to break the rule of society and find a place where they can free themselves from the day-by-day burdens of life. This is the main leitmotif of the story, how the outcasts of society embrace the escapist mentality to extreme degree, even going as far as killing themselves, because death is the final escape plan that everybody can achieve. The refuge of all these people is of course the internet, which is portrayed by the movie in a very boomeristic way, where communities are dangerous places, composed mostly by pathetic old deranged people, where everybody is a liar, sincerity is impossible, and nobody gives a flying fuck about you. So not very far from the truth. But despite all, this is not a completely nihilistic experience like other lesser arthousey movies. Simon has a strong moral. He doesn't kill people that doesn't want to die, and also he kills only to feed his fantasy and not for the will of hurting anyone. He genuinely cares for his student and his balloon mom. Moreover, after an intense sheens and tights sucking session that lasts for various amount of minutes, he is even able to find a genuine human interaction for the first time in many years with another female, broken and autistic as him. Will things work out in the end? Will he be able to escape the rabbit hole of contorted fantasy and isolation he put himself in? I will not tell you, go watch it. It can be easily found on Mubi or through other unconventional methods. I myself stumbled upon it by complete accident during one expedition inside the horrible contorted dungeons of my local thrift shop. After catching pneumonia by inhaling high concentration of powder eternit and bedbugs, my vision was abruptly directed upon this cheesy ass box art branded Midnight Factory, a company subsidiary of Koch Media, that had the brilliant idea of publish the movie with this wonderful masterpiece piece of art. Funny thing is that it actually worked for me. I bought it thinking it was some kind of Z-movie slasher to watch drunk with friends, and I found myself with something completely unexpected and wonderful. And I'm glad with it. Moral of the story, never trust Deutsche companies. Technically, this is also an horror film, but opposite to the jump scare fest served by Western mainstream entertainment, this is a very subtle, slow, existential type of horror. There are a couple of unexpected, very disturbing scenes, but they are not the main focus of the script. The real scare comes from us, from the inner demons that we created, and how far we are able to go to kill them or feed them. In conclusion, great movie. Buy the DVD, watch it, forget about it for 3 years, and then watch it again. Continue the cycle for the duration of your lifetime. I give Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines a full star with my Wattpad account. Hope you like this recommendation and stay safe out there. Internet can be a very dangerous place.